There she is. I just thought you were there. How are you liking your wedgie?
Oh, it's a wedgie.
It's a wedgie. Now, Basis, here's the deal. In a wedgie, you can't gang sing.
right.
You gotta sing pretty. And the tendency is just to go, let it all hang out. And you just have to exert some self-control and know that pretty singing is what we're after.
Always. Free, easy singing, right?
Yes, and with that, our rock star, Mr.
Oh,
Brian.
hey, good morning! So, before Jane Lauren. There she is. So first I just want to say a public thank you to Jane for housing me, taking wonderful care of me, and making the most important stop of the day. Coffee. So I appreciate that. Tell me what's on your minds this morning that's percolating from last night. What things have been ruminating on and sticking in your brains that you're excited about today and that you want to keep playing with today and maybe explore more of? Yes, here.
I love that you've opened up the tennis.
Topless tennis. Fantastic. Absolutely. Yes.
Relax, Larry.
Relax, Larry. I talked a lot about that this morning. Yes.
I felt like that made it a lot easier.
Yeah. It should, right? It makes it quite a bit easier to sing. Yes, ma'am.
With the different sections all together, and still being able to hear at least two or three more is absolutely fantastic. It gives you
Absolutely.
a little bit more boost than you normally have.
Right. It reinforces all of the sound. Excellent. That's great. Yes.
I like the new designation pianissimo for forte versus 1 through 5.
Yep. Using the actual musical terms. Great. Alex.
I like how you have this in the last larynx. I can now hear sound on the end.
Isn't that nice? Absolutely. I tend to find myself thinking about what you can hear when we're talking about an ensemble. And so if we are producing a sound that is just entirely us focused, how can we ask you to play nicely in an ensemble? But when we're creating an ensemble sound that you can hear and you can hear and you can, right? Then we have a higher level ability to get more details, more unified. That way. So we can do that as a section and we can do that as a chorus. That's a great yes.
Kind of piggybacking on what Alex said, it said to take up our own space. Well, it also, we were doing that, making our sound bigger, but Amy was directing that way. So I think we were kind of feeding off each other, because a lot of times she's leaning towards us
And you'll
and
dance with her.
and our sound gets puny.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think that helped to keep us strong and more confident.
That's great. That's great. I love that. Yeah, Pat.
I like the definition of the basic job of each part.
Oh yeah.
Basses, leading.
Right, basses leading the ring. Yeah, each job, each section had something, right? Baritones showing the space with the leads to keep the ring, leads barring the baritones to keep the breadth and width and openness of the sound. Tenors, topless. Yeah, and that's a huge difference. That makes a great impact on your sound. Anything else? Cool, we're going to do a lot more this morning. So turn to your neighbor first of all and say, gosh, you're looking better this morning. So would you call an elliptical machine with me this morning?
Yeah, sure.
You just feel that resistance in the arms. Right, you're going to slide. It's not just, but there's resistance there, yeah? All right, this is the choreo I want you to do for your 3-3-7s. All right, so we're going to do a and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you'll notice I'm going substantially slower than you did. Yes, there's a reason for that. All right, it's because I want you to manage your air a little differently than. Are you with me? Okay, so I want you to feel this hook up, and I want you to, like we were talking about last night, not do anything with this until the last one. So it's either 3 or it's 7. All right, the rest of the time it's just going to be supporting that moving air underneath you. Then you're Here we go. And. Use it. And. Use it. And. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Use it. Again. Good. Open up that tube. If I had hair, blow it back. One more. Good. Now we're going to turn this into a low hum, comfortable low hum. Good. So let me just tell you what I heard. I heard wonderfully air driven. Then I heard with no air. Right? As soon as we start to vibrate, we cut our airflow in half. And then we're going to keep that same airflow as the SH. All right, do one more SH up on the elliptical. And. One foot. Now we're going to do a low hum. And. Same airflow. Yes. Feel how relaxed it is in your throat. Air is just moving through it. Comfortable middle.
Yes?
You still using all that air? Shouldn't have any left. Comfortable high. Foot. One more like that. Isn't it too high? It's comfortable. Stretch the top letter. And
Right now, Betty, you is the end of the second row.
walk it high to low. And right. 2, 3, 4. Have to manage it. And air. Yes. Don't let it dump. Turn it around. Off the top. And air. One more like that.
So is it Alex, Sheila?
Slide that out.
Alex, Sheila.
We've also spent 5 minutes on the elliptical machine. So, the only thing that I want to think about in the early time of building skills like this, and I long ago stopped calling this warm-ups and started calling it skill building, because I actually think it's the most important time of the night, when I can teach the concepts that are going to go into all of our music making, and not just meaningless exercises that we forget about 20 minutes later. Are you with me? So all of these are building blocks of how to achieve an A-level sound when we unify our delivery that way. And remember last night I talked about you coming warmed up and ready, so we could be building the unit that way. This is the only time in our Scanline career that you're going to be on the risers, not really morning, right? Is on Saturday mornings or mornings of comp weekend and that kind of stuff. The rest of the time you usually come from your day, you've been talking, right? Unless you just rolled out of bed and came here at 7 o'clock. Then you're probably warmed up. All right, so that's what we're getting in touch with. I want to start then, that we've got that air moving with just a really gentle hum, and that hum is going to be built on the premise that we were talking about last night of keeping this really relaxed. All right, so the sequence is just 1, 2, 1, 7, 1, 2, 1, 7, 1 on a hum. Is all that is, all right? And up a half. Good, so would you do something for me and just hum that note? And plug your nose. So when we hum, air comes out the nose, the has, right? We're a single constant, which means that your palate is down, right? So I don't want you thinking about a lifted palate. I want you thinking about a relaxed larynx. All right? If you try to lift your palate, you're going to choke. You just can't do it. So the palate's down, but the larynx is relaxed. All right, give yourself a little reminder here. Swallow. And say, oh. We all want to yawn this morning. I thought, again. Yeah. With that relaxation. You bet. Good. Up a half. Good. Bring your fingers down when you feel that you've pretty much got that comfortable. If you just want to leave them there, that's fine. Soft lips. Keep it right here in the middle for a few. Not gonna go too high yet. 2 more. Last one. Good on you. Now, this morning I see a lot of gravity winning. Alright, so with just that said, can you be a bit more anti-gravity? Right. All there is to it. Normal human. And excellent corollary singer. Normal human. Well, don't be offended. Just a normal human and a singer. Right, that's all there is to it. And remember, the most important thing about that is the lengthened spine and balancing our head on top of it. So we're not putting pressure here. Alright? So can we go back to that same hum? I want you to open your mouth now and make it an NG hum. So we're going to sing. On an NG. Everyone down there. Up a half. Terrific. Good, your jaw's just hanging open. Good. Are you using up all that air like on the SH? Here, use it. Good on you. Staying relaxed. It's wonderful. See if you can breathe together. Yes. Use it up. 2, 3, and. 1, 2, 3, and. Last one. Good. Woo, woo, woo. Make it twice as hooty and half as loud. Yeah, now do that again. I want you to take the end all the way through a side. You're going to spend time in the middle part of your voice and then come all the way down, all right? All the way, all the way, all the way. Turn around. All the way, all the way. Good, good, excellent. So, the 3 elements that we're really going to be focusing on and building, this is what I call optimal vocal posture. OVP for short. All right, you down with OVP? Yeah, you know me. All right, good. So that begins with the relaxed, low larynx. Right? So the things that we already started getting in touch with this morning. Then, of course, we have the lifted palate. All right, now I'll give you the third one here in just a little bit. So, to focus on these 2 elements, would you just sing for, there's the piano, good. Don't worry, I'm back here. Would you just sing this sequence for me, and we'll start there for you. Oh, good Lord.
It's pretty hard.
All right, then it's going to be Gaga, G-U-H. Put up there for you. Gaga, and Gaga. Up a half. Another half. I love you, just like my chorus. So you want to place it sound. You want to do the things that you think you know. And here's what happens. Ga 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 ga. And neither of those things are happening. Right? So what I want is go 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 go. Leave the sound back there. We'll get it out here in a minute. Right now we're just building this big column of our sound in the backspace. Say go. Go. Say it again. Go. What moves? The tongue, and it goes up to the palate. So if the tongue is going to move like this, and the palate is lifted up here, when we say a thing like good or k, because they meet in there, right? So we have the tongue going to the palate. The human in us wants to make that easier, which means it's going to lower the palate to meet somewhere closer to the middle, right? So the tongue doesn't have to move as far. Ga 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 is then the result. Go 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 go. Keep that palate lifted. We're strengthening the palate right now, right? Go go. Here we go. Go 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 go. Yes. Vastly different. Go 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 go. Good on ya. Go 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 go. Good, good. Now I'm going to later because you are women who multitask. I cannot. Put a hand right here in your lower abdomen. We're just going to recall what you did at the very beginning of the morning, which was the series of SHs on 3, 3, 7. All right, I'm going to count to 4. I want you to get into your spine on 4. All right, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. What happens on the next downbeat? It went out, and what came in? Oh my God! So you didn't think about breathing; it just happened, right? Now listen to the SH. I'm going to count in different tempo. Get rid of it all. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you hear happen to the SH? It grows. What happens at our phrase ends? They lift. How are you doing that? By using all your air. So right now, you're busted. This here's what you're doing. Go, 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 go. So you've already opened this up, and you know you want to get it to the spine at the end of your phrase, not only so we have a lifted phrase, which enhances our musicality, but so we can use all of our air, and the next breath can be totally effortless. Right? When you walk around during your day, you don't think about how you breathe. Right? You just breathe. Air comes in. Again, God's greatest joke is us. So this is a perfect system if we can get out of its way. And our job when we get on the risers is to once again get out of its way and maximize how it's working for us. Right? And this piece of it, when you get it to the spine at the end of your phrase, then allows for that breath to go and fall in at any rate of speed. Right? It can be really slow to your SH and 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be a ballad timing breath. It could be really fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll get an up tune. Are you with me? So this is breath management, right? And breath support, and being certain of that next breath that is going to be totally unified. Because we've all agreed that this is how we want our instrument to work. Does that make sense? Cool. So now let's go back to Gaga, if you would, please. Realizing that the tongue's going to make the farther journey, and at the end, be certain you're using all of that breath, not just some of it, all right? Gaga, let's go back to there. And Gaga, 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 Gaga. Use it. 2, 3, 3. Gaga, 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 Gaga. Use it. Yeah. Gaga, 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 Gaga. Go. Gaga, 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 Gaga. You remember Rocky and Bullwinkle? Yeah. Go, 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 go. Get a little more there. Bad. Go, 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 go. Just leave it there. And go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Excellent singing alignment. Go, 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 go. Right. Come at me. Go, 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 go. Just drop out when it gets too high. Go, 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 go. We're going to start waking up the upper lead and tenor. And good. And 2 more. And starting to stretch, side out. Terrific, good. So we're going to do something similar, but we're going to start to build a little bit more barbershop in there. And this is Kiki, K-E-E, Kiki, all right? Not the marching like Jim does, but ballet arms. Have you done this one? So, Kiki is the sequence, all right? Up there for you. Kiki, and... Good, sing that again, and... Good. Now, this is an important visualization. And, this is a little too high for us this morning. Good Lord. We'll go to that key, all right? It's going to be friendlier for what we want to do. Then we're going to go up a half step, and on the breath, we're going to switch arms. All right? And... Switch, and... Up a half, and... Good. So if you just, in Gaga, we're building the strengthening of the palate, and you feel how this is similar. So we want that tongue to come up to the lifted palate. Key. Can you show me a re-articulation of that with that top hand? All right? And... Yes. And... Terrific. The other thing we can build in this now is the third element of optimal vocal posture, which is a relaxed tongue. Right? If you've used Sandy Marin's pre-yawn, pre-sneeze, pre-taste. Okay, those are really great shorthands, but like I told you last night, I want you to know what's actually going on. All right, so this kiki, as soon as the tongue comes up, is going to be left there for the E vowel, right? We talked last night that the vowel E happens because the tongue comes up and forms that vowel shape. So again, being overachievers, we're going to want to sing key. Listen to my E vowel, right? Key has to stay more relaxed. The space in the back is uninterfered with, right? The space behind the tongue, which is the lifted palate and the relaxed larynx. Are you with me? Okay, so you're going to re-articulate, you're going to show me the continually lifting palate, then you're going to keep that tongue relaxed, all right? And you bet. That's wonderful. I love that. Good. Come down here so you can listen to this. Yeah. So sing it the way you did the first time, before you relax the tongue, all right? And it's not bad. It already has some lift in it. All right? Now you're going to re-articulate and keep the tongue totally relaxed, so the space in the back is even more free. And excellent. Good. Now, after the re-articulation on that line going, the descending line, would you send this hand up and out? All right, you've heard about that before, right? And the reason for it in my world is really simple. Say the direction that my fingers are pointing. Up, down, up, down. Listen to your voice. Up, down. And I'm here to tell you when you sing, it does the same thing. Let me show you. Key. Now listen to all the pitch loss. Key. Do you hear it? I went into the same key I started. Key. It's like an A with a step under. Instantly, just because I think down as the notes go down. Right? This is how powerful our brain is. So you never get to think down anymore. On descending lines, we only get to think up and out. Right? So that's what this hand represents. And by the way, you can thank your kindergarten teacher for that. Right? And this is just how it works. Sing, row your boat. Sing, row. It's a tangent, but we've got time. Row and row your boat gently down. Follow my hand. Merrily, life is but a dream. My kindergarten teacher taught me that. And she wasn't even using solfege hand signs. She was just doing that, and forever and ever, high notes looked up there, and low notes looked up here. And we're chasing that line around like this. kids just going like that. So let's get this out of the picture, and let's not think down, let's think up and out. Alright? And you bet. And keep it relaxed. And are you using all your air? Puppet. There you are. Use it. Good on ya. Open to claw. And good. Feel how free that is this morning. Yeah. And drop out when it's too high. We're going all the way. Gary. And then we've also woken up all the dogs in the neighborhood. Terrific. Does that make sense? In terms of building that completeness of that sound so we can open that space up and we can keep the space behind the tongue nice and open so we have those three elements happening all of the time. And, yeah? Cool. Excellent. I want to do E. Okay. Yeah, I have like 14 things I want to be certain I do with you. You probably sung this one. D6. You know that one?
We have done it, yeah.
All right, so it's wah and knee. Wah, knee. Wah, knee. Try that. Wah, knee. Knee goes on 5. Wah, knee. Ooh, bass, that's impressive. Let's sing it up there. Wah, and wah. Good. So now our job is to put these three things together from the onset. Wah, knee. Versus wah, knee, which is a high larynx. Or here's a collapsed palate. Wah. Perhaps a different kind of flat. Here's a high larynx. Wah, knee. Here's a collapsed palate. Wah, knee. It's more nasal in tone. Knee. Here's tongue tension. Wah, knee. So our goal is to do all three. All right? That pre-dawn relaxed larynx, that kiki lifted palate, and the relaxed tongue as it moves to make those different vowel sounds. All right? You're on. Start thinking this morning. Here we go. Wah, yeah. Up a half. And I love singing that line. We just don't want to sing a minor third. It's minor, right? We do sing a minor third. Baritones, right? Yes, we are very familiar with them, all right? Get on the dirty side of that third this morning. Bad. Good. So I was telling Ronnie and Amy last night, this room is both a blessing and a curse. Right? It's really live, which is nice. You can get feedback on your sound. It also is a visual that takes away resonance in the human voice. The bigger the space, the more instinctually we go, oh, I don't need to do that. Yeah, it's true. It's also what happens to most of us on the international stage. We get out there, we see that space, and our subconscious brain goes, look at this huge room. Right, it instead of keeping the huge room in our instruments, right? So I need you to take away the ceiling, take away the walls, and sing your voice. Wani. Here's me using the room. Wani. It's only like 60% of my actual resonance. Wani. All right? Open it all up. And yes, ladies. Wonderful. On the half. Loosen up the E. Sing that E again. Wani. And yes. Do one more like that. And would you bubble that, please? Here's what I hear. Verses. So that line turns around. You're starting not just spraying, starting to think descending, right? And starting to think down before the note even moved. Listen. Hear the tone change? I mean, that's just this. That's how powerful your little brains actually are, right? None of this matters if this is sending the wrong signals. So on that turnaround, no, I don't mean little brains, that you know. We're all human, we all have little brains. Little crazy 8 brains. So the turnaround has to continue to move air, continue to open the space there, and not think down, right? On the bubble once again. Use it. Yes. Wani right there. And Wani. You bet, ladies. That's spectacular. One more like that. And Wani. Yeah. Good. Give me big eyes this morning. Give me a big mouth. And big eyes and big mouth. And small eyes, small mouth. Big eyes, small mouth. That's hard, right? And the opposite. Big mouth, small eyes. Big everything. Small everything. Big everything. Small everything. Good, stick your tongue out at me. And make it to the left. Get it out of your mouth. I know it's silly, but can you actually get it out of your mouth? Not just. I don't mean to mess up the lip thing. Alright, we're getting the tongue totally relaxed. That's what we're doing. There is a pedagogical purpose to it. Even though you look wonderfully silly doing it, alright? Sing it out. I love the sound. All right. We're going to do some sliding. All right, the first interval will be a fifth. The next interval will be an octave. All right, I'm going to ask you to do that on a bubble first. So we're going to do. You're going to breathe. Make sense? Starting there for you. 1, 5, 1. First, bubbling. And. Just a fifth. Breathe. Good. Now listen to how long I want these slides to be. And. instead of right? Anyone can do that. Okay, we're not strengthening anything. Take all of your time. Here we go. Now the octave. Good, up a half. Take your time. And good. Can we sing out all using all that air? Here we go. Now the octave and not bad. We started with the bubble so we could use the same amount of air. Now here's what happens on the slide. If I were to show air pressure moving through the instrument, it goes. Then the huge holy shit moment. And it needs to be a calm, right? Don't let the air flow change, right? Here we go. In fact, hold the barrel for me. Okay, up on the balls of your feet. Okay, this barrel is filled with your favorite substance. On the count of 3, tell me what that is. 1, 2, 3. Basses are like bourbon. And tenors are like, I see. Now your head doesn't get to go into that barrel. Keep your head out of the barrel. Oh, and good. Now the octave. Go up. Good, up a half. All your air. And great. Now bring your arms down to maintain that barrel chest, right? That puts us into a much better alignment here. Gets the rib cage off of the lungs. Now, with your arms down, when you sing the slides, you check your tongue. Right? Most of us would do this. If you can look at my mouth, I'll try and do it for you guys first. So it's going to start relaxed. Sit, pull back. Kind of go like that, and it takes away all the space, right? I want you to think about relaxing your tongue in the slide. All right, for you guys, so you can see. But the human in us wants to help that, right? It's harder to keep it relaxed. Again, we're swallowing machines, not singing machines. All right, so we've got to keep that tongue as loose as it can be as we start moving the voice around. All right, here we go. Think about the tongue relaxing on the slide. And yes. Up a half. No. Yes. No. Up. Now up a half. Octave. Got one more in you. Use a bit more air. Here we go. Take your barrel. Those 3 elements. And yes, that's terrific. Good. That make sense? Wonderful. Good. All right. So what I'd like to do is we're going to wake up the snarlers now. So all that space is open. We're just going to wake up this front half of ours. All right? So the syllable is nya. Nya. N-Y-A. Say that. Nya. sing that. 1, 2, go. Good. And can you put a big old internal dynamic on that last note? So it goes. Then we're breathing like the half sound. Yes? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Our cat needs longer whiskers and longer, sharper fangs. This is intentionally just this half of our instrument right now. Right, we're going to put all that stuff back in a minute. So right now it's going to feel really, really ugly because it is. 1, 2, go. Yes. Yes. Dynamic. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, go. Good. Now all I'm going to ask you to do is modify that vowel to and put those elements back in. Okay, so now we're going to make the full barbershop sound. All of the open backspace and this rhythm, this front clarity that we want in our sound, right? The one is choral or the one is just nasty. Then the two is a happy balance of barbershop sound, all right? Let's go back up. We'll do that for you. 1, 2, 3. I hear two overtones in that sound. As an octave and I hear a fifth traveling with you like 90% of that vocal line. That's pretty freaking awesome. Now would you check two things? Would you check that your air is working for you? That you're not singing with vocal pressure, but you're singing on top of a moving column of air. That way, alright? And would you check that as you make the nya syllable, your tongue isn't getting tense? You see how we're going to keep coming back to these things? Right? Nya, 1, 2, 3. Put those things back, but don't move as much air and sing with a little tongue tension like you did the first time. And nya, and nya. It's not bad. It's not unified. Good. Now with bubbling air, the 3-3-7 air, and totally relaxed tongue. Nya, 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 nya. 1, 2, go. Tell me what's going on in your brains now. We're close to having a fully complete barbershop sound. What are you thinking about? What elements are speaking to you for your own instrument? Yes, dear.
I feel free.
Feel free. Hallelujah. Good. So all of this is feeling more relaxed. I love that. Yeah, good, yes. Carrie is taking fewer breaths because her instrument is working at more maximum efficiency. Absolutely, that's good. Do you know that we never breathe to vital capacity? Take a breath in. Breathe again. And again. And again. I'm just here to tell you, we never do. Even when we take a singer's breath, we could take in more air. Likewise, exhale. Exhale more. At Barnet, we never go to either extreme that way. Right? As we start to exhale, the brain sends the signal to the body that says, oh my Lord, you need to take a breath. You could stay alive another minute. Right? With the air that's in your body. That way, or maybe even up to 6 minutes, depending on how much air is in it. Don't try that. But how long can I stay alive? Don't do it. But the idea here is that when we sing and the brain sends the panic message to the body, you're going to run out of air. That's when it's time to pump it and get a new breath in. Right? Instead of gasping. Don't ever have to do that. Alright? So just know that vital capacity is never reached on either end. That was a tangent. Carrie, you didn't think of it. What else? What else are you thinking about up there? What's speaking to you? Yes?
I'm not trying to manipulate my sound.
She said she's not trying to manipulate her sound to come forward. And that's a huge thing, right? That the whole idea here is that, I'll use a different color. Now forgive me, I do not have any artistic abilities. So this is going to be a profile. I tell you what, man, yeah. Alright, but she's got really fantastic red hair. And a huge Cro-Magnon forehead. No good, yeah, tell you what. I was blessed with other artistic abilities, not these. So, this then. I should have connected that because I have a palette. Alright. So, this will be the palette. When it's just hanging in here, it's kind of like that. It connects about halfway in the middle of our heart palette. Right, so cut my head in half, and this is the vocal track. The vocal folds leads here, halfway through, and they like this. They're lateral, front and back. Right, if you cut my head off, my vocal folds aren't sitting sideways like this. They're sitting this way. Make sense? Okay, so then come up the vocal track, and air is moving. Yay. Oh look, my palate's down. Oh, it's gonna come out my nose. Right, like when you were humming. So we need to flex the palate. That is the appropriate word. Flex it up to create the higher dome so air can't escape into the nose. Then, like Alex said, if we're going to keep it coming forward, we're not going to manipulate it to come forward. We're going to use that airflow to come out the rest of the vocal tract. So the air comes out of our mouth. That way. Make sense? Just like when we speak. If we don't speak with enough airflow and everything just stays right back there, we can just think about moving on. So, the clarity comes from that. The notion here is that with this sense of palate flex, as we were exploring last night, it's easy with the extra bit of space and the relaxed larynx down for the sound to get trapped right there. So we have to have the sensation of air moving over and past that and coming out the mouth that way. I think that's an important reminder. Now with this terrible visual, can you see how if the larynx goes up and the palate stays down, how much smaller that space is? Whereas if we relax the larynx down and lift the palate, that's your primary resonator chamber, right? The scientific word for that is the pharynx. It's the throat. And there are various pharynxes. There is the actual pharynx, there's the oropharynx, which is the mouth space, and there's the nasopharynx. Is the one that's associated with the nose, right? But the pharynx itself is our primary resonating chamber. You can find the beginning of your soft palate if you use your tongue, or you can take your cleanest finger. You know what that is. And slide it right over the hard palate of your mouth and feel when it starts to get squishy. Go ahead. You don't even have to gag yourself. It's not that far back. Hey, most people go, I'm going to gag. No, you're not. It starts sooner than we think, right? Our mental map has it more like here, but it actually starts more like here.
Way in front of you.
Are you with me? Yeah. So think about how much flex that creates when we get that lifted palate and how much domier that space can be to create extra room for the sound. Yes?
Yes.
Terrific. All right, so what I would really like to do is to finish completing this sound now. And I want to sing You Are My Sunshine. All right, we're going to sing in unison first. Harmony parts are going to go crazy for a little while. But don't worry, I'll give you an opportunity to harmonize. All right, so have a seat. You are my sunshine. And you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Good. Now you notice on the E vowels I did something specific. I stuck my tongue out at you and made that gesture. Why? Relax the tongue and keep the lift. Exactly right. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. You'll never know, dear. You're not going to be able to hear yourself, which is the biggest thing of all. Right? We want to take a little of our resonance away so we can always hear ourselves. Whereas if the whole unit is opening up the space, your voice vanishes into it. Alright? You just can't trust these. You have to trust the sensation of it. Okay? Don't cheat your resonance. Here we go again. You and you are my sun. Okay, here's another thing that is from the land of Vine. Some people believe in snuff breaths. Now, if you breathe through your nose, there is only one way for the air to get into your lungs, and that's by the palate going which way? Down. So now you've breathed in through your nose, you're filled with air, and you're about to make a sound, which means when you open your mouth, you also have to go. Are you with me? I find that to be ridiculous. Why would a singer choose that? It's more work, right? In the old days, now here, part of the bagpipe. If you've been in the organization longer than 10 years, we used to think all ring was created by having it sound much more advanced, right? And you can remember those quartets and choruses. They could just rip the paint off of any wall, and it was all right there. But that's how we did things. Same with the men's organization, right? And then we started to think, oh, that's not the healthiest way to sing. We can explore more as we learn more about vocal pedagogy to build a healthier sound in. And now we know that bit of clarity that we want in the sound is only to enhance it, not to live there. All right, so the snuff breath was a good tool to achieve that airflow going right there, where you can feel that really buzz in your mouth. Now I'm going to ask you to not breathe like that, and instead to breathe through the vowel that you're about to sing. All right, so you're going to start on an oo. So I want to see that. I want to see you breathe through oo space. Make sense? It's going to make your life as a singer easier if you breathe and set up the space and the vowel you're about to sing into, right? Why create extra work for ourselves at the beginning of a phrase? You, show me, you ready? And. You are my sunshine, yes. My only use all your air. Use it. Sunshine. And. You make me happy when skies use it. Are gray. Breathe. You'll never use know, dear, how much I love you. And. Please don't take my sunshine away. Good. Sing, please don't take my sunshine away. And. Please don't take my sunshine away. Yeah. Can you get a stronger barbershop accent on take and sunshine? So take and I. Right? What has to move to make those diphthongs happen? Your tongue, right? So your space is open, and your tongue's going to come curl around those diphthongs with no tension. Please don't take. Go. Please don't take my sunshine away. Two overtones again. That's your fifth right there. Fantastic. Can we go up a whole step? Would you blow a D, please, pipes? Do you? Show me. You ready? So, pretend I just goosed you and you like it. Yeah! A very pleasant surprise. Do it again. Good. What goes up when you do that? Your eyes and your eyebrows go inside. The South Bella! So not only do you look younger and thinner, and more pleasant. But we get a benefit to our sound, right? I want you to do that on every fret. So we have, all right, and your sound's going to be enhanced by that. Here we go.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
Free.
You make me happy when
Use all
skies
your
are
air.
gray.
E.
You'll never know, dear, how much I love you.
And.
Please don't take my sunshine away.
Yeah, absolutely. We just split the chorus in half, just right here. You guys can pick whatever direction you want. You guys turn this way, you guys turn this way. Look at each other and see how your neighbor across the pond looks. All right, does she have excellent singer's alignment? Are her ears over her shoulders? Does she look young and fit? Is she communicating the joy and love of this song, right? Here we go, and
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
nicely done, ladies. You always turn it on for each other. Right? Just like my chorus. Say you turn and you go, oh. Then you come over here and go, oh. Oh, it's you, Ben. I need to take one more tangent in there, okay? I need 10 more minutes. Okay, I need 8 people. I don't care who they are. Right down here. 8 people. 8 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. 1, 2. Turn around and face the chorus. All right, let's put you down here. Let's in fact use this line. It's going to make my brain easier. Come right down here. And be pretty much evenly spaced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Thank you, dear. All right, so what these ladies are going to represent are like C to C on the piano. Are you with me? Okay, in fact, can I have a C? That'll make our life real easy. Okay, sing on the numbers. 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Take a breath.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good. So what we're talking about is P tune. It's going to be the system of intonation that is not equal tempered, where the half steps on the piano are all tuned the same, right? But in our system of tuning, we have plus notes. Yes? This isn't new information for you, but the visual, I think, really helps. All right, so we know a lot about our friend 3, and that she has to tune really high, right? So would you take a step this way? Do you see how far she got from 2? Okay, and how close she is to 4. Right, would you just sing that? Here's 1, there's 1, and
1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1.
good. Come back to where you were. Sing that.
1, 2, 3.
See, it's not out of tune. It's just in tune differently. And
1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1.
terrific. Here's one that we tend to forget about. Got it? So 2 is now higher. Can I have that C? Thank you, dear. And
1, 2.
everyone up. Yeah, this is the one that we tend to keep here. All right, now look. And
1, 2.
yes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1.
Terrific. So that takes care of this half of the scale, right? So now we come down here, and we know this one is going to move, right? This is our good friend 7. All right? Would you sing 1 and
1, 2.
She should still be over here, right? She's plus. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
You're so good at singing a piano 7. Now, here's what's going to happen. Are you too close? You're going to be. Do you see how much closer she is than 3 to 4? That's how high this is. All right, here we go. 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Sing 5. There you go. 6. 5.
5, 6, 7.
Take a breath. You're so good. And hear it? That's you. Take a breath. Go. Good. Now, our friend 6 goes just there. Okay, she's been plussed a little, not nearly as much as 7 was, but she's been plussed. All right, here we go. Good. Now let's do it next. 1.
1, 2.
You're singing this. 5. All right. Here we go. And
1, 2,
yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yes. And
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
good. Now those are the actual P tuning notes. 2, 3, and 6 and 7. Here's what we don't talk about. Okay, we don't actually plus her like we do these other notes, but she needs to have more sparkle. Can you give me some? Oh, honey, yeah, just that. But yeah, work it, baby. All right, here we go. 1.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Sparkle. Now just sing a dull 5. When you just dull yourself out when they get to you. 1 and
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
right. That's how we're used to singing 5. All right. She just needs a little extra lift and sparkle. That's all. Here we go. And
1, 2,
sparkle 5.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Plus. Very high. Take a breath. Sparkle. Excellent. So that's our system of tuning explained in terms of using a scale. All right, and we stay in that key. Hallelujah. Now here's how it transfers to chords. Now this is the part we usually forget. Other people have done this too, and then they don't talk about the next piece. So if you look at a tonic chord, 1, 3, and 5, right? How is 3 tuned? She's tuned high, right? So she's a third of the chord. It's not because thirds tune high. It's because this P tuning note tunes high. Whoa, did you just follow that? All right, so it's not because all thirds tune high. It's because this third tunes high. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this third is built on the major 3 of the scale. Right? 1, 3, 5. I'm going to show you some different chords. Our second most popular chord after the tonic chord is the dominant chord, and it's built on 5. Okay, so 5 is the root, 7 is the third, 2 would be the 5th. Now think about the spacing of that. Look how high that third is. It's higher than the third of 1, 3, 5, right? Because it's scale degree 7. And look, that 2 is a little high, right? So the 5th of that chord tunes a little higher. We never talk about this stuff, and it's the biggest miss piece in terms of tuning at the highest possible levels. Are you with me? Okay, so 1, 3, 5. 3 has some extra height, 5 has sparkle. 5 is now the root, 7 is the third, 2 is the 5th, 7 and 2 are tuned high, right? That's the second most popular barbershop chord, is that one built on the 5th. The third most popular is the subdominant. That's the one built on 4, right? She wasn't moved to begin with. But the third of that chord is 6, right? Now she was plussed. So the third of that chord is tuned a little high. Do you see why? Okay, and then the 5th of her is 8, and she was not plussed. So unlike the chord built on 5, this one isn't tuned as high. Yeah, baritones, this is why we are God's chosen. Because we have to instinctually understand all of these things. Now, basses, the most frequent intervals that we have are built around, this is 1, right? 1, 5, 1, and she has some sparkle. All right? And 1, 5, 2, 1. We have a lot of 2-1 relationships basses, right? Because most frequently tenors have 7-8 relationships, so we hear the pull and then the arrival at the octave. That way, right, basses? So if we're thinking intervals that are going to go from 2 to 5, we can now see that it has to be a little higher, right? And when you descend to 5 to 2, it has to be a little narrower, right? Because she's plussed. Are you with me? Okay, so I want to do some intervals now with these folks in mind, and then I'm going to do some chords right after finishing up with Sunshine. All right, can I have that C one more time? Excellent. Sing 1. Good. Now, can you agree that even though you're thinking about tuning, you can think about some of the vocal things? Unity sound. 1. Open up your instrument. And. Yeah. 3. 1, 3. Think about it. And. 3. Yeah. 1. 3. 1. 4. Here comes the ride. No, 4. Yeah, 1. 4. 3. 4. 1. 3. 3. That's 4. 1. 3. 1. 4. Good. 1. 5. Sparkle. Take a breath and sing 5. 3. There you go. 5. Look how close she is. Yes. 1. 3. 5. 3. 5. 3. 5. 1. 2. 5. 2. Look how close she is. 5. 2. That's it. Basses, make note of that. 5. 2. 1. 5. 6. She moved. 5. Plus. Yes. 5. 6. 5. 4. Good. 5. 4. Hey. There you go. Take a breath. 5. 7. Hear how high that third is. 6. 5. 8. 5. 3. 1. Does that make sense? As we start to think about intervals that way, we can tune chords then with that better understanding. All right, give a lot of applause to your wonderful scale. So I want you to go back to Sunshine now. Okay? You are my sunshine. Knowing that we start on 5. 5, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 1, 1. All right, we've got some adjustments to be made here. Let's go back to C. Do you show me ready? Comes in. And you are my sunshine. 2 moved over. Yes.
Sunshine, my only sunshine.
Up you go.
You make me
4, 6.
when skies are gray.
Make me happy was lovely when skies are gray. And the line turned around and we thought down. Start it again. We're going to stay in this key vibe now. We're going to go a little sharp. Here we go. You
are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
Can you sing through?
You make me happy when skies are gray.
Down the one.
You'll never know, dear, how much
Up.
I love you.
And
Please don't take,
please don't take. That's the other too.
please don't take my sunshine away.
Please don't take my sunshine away. Narrow those intervals up.
Please don't take
Yeah.
my sunshine away.
You bet. Fantastic. So the idea here, as we go through this and we talk about marking our music and these notes, this is why. Even if you don't read music, you give yourself a little clue. Oh, that's 6. I know that's high. Oh, that's 7. I know that she's very high. Right? And you can even just have that little trigger to know that it's in there, and it's built into most of our vocal lines that way. All right? Can we go? Let's go ahead and swap a half step. All right? Harmony parts, harmonize. I know you're itching, so let's just see what harmony you create. All right? You go. You
are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
Anything goes. I don't care.
You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Good. Now can I have some of this? I don't care what you're inventing, but sing better. All right? Oh. Now you were thinking about what notes you were making out, not how to sing. Here we go. You
are my sunshine.
Are you using your ear? Here.
Only sunshine.
Use it. Breathe.
You
Breathe. E.
happy when skies are gray.
Turn it. And.
You'll never
E.
know, dear, how much I love you.
And.
Please
Head.
don't take my sunshine away.
Wonderful. Harmony parts. Now you've been satisfied. Back to unison. And can we go to D, please? Do you? With all of your tuning skills on display, everyone's singing the melody. Here we go.
You are my
That's
sunshine, my only sunshine.
Run up the scale.
You make me
Up to 6.
happy when skies are gray. You'll never know,
6.
dear, how much I
3,
love
1,
you.
and
Please
1,
don't
2, 3,
take
4,
my
5.
sunshine away.
That last line's still singing too. Here's what you're doing. You're in tune with the piano. Please don't take my sunshine. So 2 is a little low, which means that 3 follows low. Away, which means we blow the D. We end on the low side of that. Instead of, please don't take my sunshine away. And on the high side of that. All right? Please don't take. Did you see that? Here we go.
Please don't take my sunshine
Yes.
away.
Terrific. Stay in that key and make it an up to. Right? You are my sunshine. 1, 2, 3, 4. You
are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
Oh.
You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Let's find a cooler rhythm on sunshine. Please don't take my sunshine away. Give us some swing. Please. 1, 2, 3, 4, go.
Please
Because the articulators are going to start to work faster, right? What's our biggest articulator? The tongue. It's laying in here, taking up all of this space and moving itself around, interfering with our resonance, right? So the second biggest resonator then is the jaw, right? It tries to get involved too much. So I heard someone say lips, and that is correct. We want to use the lips and the tongue more than the jaw. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. So as we're increasing the tempo, we want those articulators to stay relaxed and that tube to stay open, right? Just like every chorus on the planet, the faster we sing, the less resonant we sing, right? That's just how we do it to accomplish it, because it's easier for us. But if you want to be superhuman and join the ranks of the really great, let's sing fast and not compromise our resonance. Yes? Okay, you're going to minimize the work of the articulators and keep that space open. Okay, here we go. You, but we're staying at E. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy.
Yes.
The skies are gray.
Bump it up, bump it up.
You'll never know, dear, how much I love you.
And
Please don't take my sunshine away.
please don't take, go.
Please don't
Rhythm.
take my sunshine away.
Awesome. Do you hear the difference? It's just riding a column of air and staying so much more open. Excellent. Turn to your neighbor and say, you are amazing. Up to it, up to it.
Rock and roll, baby.
Are there any questions about any of that? I don't want you to have questions. Yes.
I didn't have a question, but you verified what I was feeling.
Oh.
When you sing that way, my head buzzes more, and I don't hear me more. But you said rely on this
Right.
and not this.
That's right.
So it also makes
Yeah. Dale Syverson always says, don't trust your lion ears. Right? Because you're not going to hear yourself if you're doing it right. You can't trust your mechanism. I saw another hand. Yeah. Posture. Optimal vocal posture. Yeah, and that has nothing to do with this posture. That has everything to do with this posture, right? The relaxed larynx, the palate, and the relaxed tongue out the throat. Cool. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
With the relaxed larynx, I get through my crack better.
I believe that. Right, the chords can adjust for her passaggio. That's a whole other thing. But that is absolutely the way to do it. Those of you who have great big breaks, it's usually because the larynx is too high and can't be flexible, or being held down and can't be flexible. That's the number one reason that we tend to have the most trouble with passaggio. That's great. Thank you for saying that. Anything else? Are you guys